feel anger. I feel anger. They had you in an area with murderers, undesirables, drug addicts, whatever. They had you with all these people, but you could not bring an animal with you. I mean, I was in a dome. A lot of things happened in that dome. I just thank God I wasn't in the area where it happened at. I was blessed with that, because we were more to the front by the guardsmen. But the horror stories that I heard that went on in that dome when we were in there, but they wouldn't let dogs go in. They wouldn't let dogs and cats come in.
I had to worry about my 2-year-old. I mean, he absolutely had to come first, and I really didn't have enough time to make a clear decision. If I had known it was going to be as bad as it was, I certainly would have made it some kind of different decision. If it would have meant driving as far north into Mississippi as I could and sleeping in my car with my dogs, if I would have known it was going to be that bad.
At this meantime, I've been, checking the streets, and the water was just up to the curve. So then I go back, I guess about 10 minutes later, and it's up to the mailbox. And then all of a sudden, my mom and my dad's house, they have French doors. So I looked out the French doors, and I'm like, oh my God, that water was not that high a little while ago. And then all of a sudden, it started pouring into the window that my dad was holding up this door against. So my dad let the door go, and it fell. And the water the French doors just literally busted open like that. It just freaked me out, and the water is just like muddy, filthy water just flowed in, just like waves of just seeing the ocean,
For people with their pets, they wouldn't leave. They had a lot of them that would not leave their houses without their pets. Once we had so many at the shelter we was running, it wasn't even a shelter, it was just a building they let the firemen stay in, that we would let them come by us, but then when the people was trying to get on a ferry to get out of here, because there's ferrying people across the river, they wouldn't let them take their pets unless they had a cage. Well, these people just got rescued out their house, they didn't have a cage. So a lot of dogs got left behind because they couldn't take them, which really, a lot of people stayed in their houses. So if I can't take my dog, I'm not going.
Here's animals that are living 30 days with virtually no food and water, and there's been 10 of those just in the last 10 or 15 days with us. I mean, and that's just us, one little rescue team of 6 or 7 people. There's animals out there alive right now in houses, they are. We find them every single day.
These people will never recover because we have animals that they are never going to know what happened. There's children that have already lost family members. They've lost everything they own. And to lose a pet is losing a family member. And they will never recover from not knowing. They're almost better off to know that the pet was dead, that even if we found it, it was dead, so they have some sort of closure and they can move on. But there are going to be people that come back, and there are people that are searching for their pets because the ending date is October 15th. They have 30 days to search every shelter in this country to find their dog. And that's it. And after October 15th, they're fair game for anyone.
She says she misses her Tinkerbell. She wants her puppy home.
Tinkerbell was rescued from my home with my other pets, including Joseph, which I got back.
People who don't have pets oftentimes treat people with pets, they think, well, it's just an animal, it's just like a pot plant. And so for them, it just doesn't make sense. They say, well, leave the animal, it's your life. But for people who have animals, it's their family. And to ask them to leave family behind is cruel. And I think that, if you agree with it or if you don't, the reality is that's how people feel. And we should respect that.